Guys, it's John here. So I'm traveling in my automobile, in my private automobile, and I'm only traveling, and I can travel wherever I want. If I don't break the law, well, I have no reason to pull anyone over, pull me over. From what I know, I'm not breaking the law. And I'm traveling here with no license. Registration, obviously, there has to be on the car because otherwise they'll definitely pull you over and waste your time. Then you have to go through the whole spiel, and then you probably get arrested. You probably get forced to get arrested, so it's just not worth it at the moment. Especially if you don't know how everything works, it's definitely not worth it. I don't want to take the risk. But I mean, to carry ID of any sort is to consent with the state, to consent with the police. For those people that don't even have one, well, good on you. You never need one in the first place. Unless you're a minor and you're learning still. Different story. But you know what? I mean, eventually down the track, we're all going to have our private plates, recorded, not registered. Because we don't want to be registered in the system. Rather be recorded with our own organisation. And have the right to travel, because we are not drivers, we are travellers, and we are not person, we are living beings, flesh and blood from the land. So only documents and licenses are dead. They're worthless. What value do you have in your driver's license? What value? You tell me. Answer me that question. Why do you need one? Let's say you've been driving now for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. You keep applying for one, you keep getting it registered, but you know how to drive already. You haven't lost the gift to drive, or should I say travel, because that's the proper meaning, to travel. So you know how to travel and steer your steering wheel. You know how to travel in an automobile, and you have plenty of experience. So why do you need this freaking stupid license? If you're not doing commerce, and you're not getting paid by the state or by a private organisation, or you're not carrying any passengers, well, you don't need a license. Because a license will only get you in trouble. It always has. People get pulled over for just a random check, and from the license I say, okay, yep, everything's current, but I see that your tyres are bald, so they're going to give you a defect on your tyres, and then they say, well, you got a turbo, and you're not the right age to have one, or it's not registered with a department, because if you do any modifications, it's got to be registered. You got to let the licensed people that have your license know that you've done modifications to the car, what they call the vehicle. So therefore everything is being recorded. So they pull you over, and it's just a random stop just to check who you are, and then from that it escalates into another issue. And it escalates from you not having a license, getting it suspended, getting a car defect, and therefore you can't go to work because they suspended your license, and you can't even make money because you can't even go to work. So what are you going to do? So you stop driving and you go into debt. You might lose your house. All these things add up. So, how are you going to get to work? If you really can't get to work because you need your car, yeah, you could probably get a probationary license, like a temporary until you get your license back. Gives you restrictions, obviously. You can do that, but you're always going to be restricted and carry some sort of license. So if you're out and about, well, they could do whatever they want. As soon as you hear the sirens, you pull over and you get done for. So I'm traveling every day now, and I'll travel wherever I like, and they will not stop me. I won't let them. And I'm not breaking the law. I'm not speeding. I'm not traveling recklessly. I'm following their own rules and stupid regulations, not harming anyone. So at the end of the day, I don't have to stop for them. They waste your time. They argue. Sometimes they're nice, but their intentions is to make money and to give you a stupid ticket, because they scan your plates. That's another thing. There's most police cars these days. They can scan your plates in not even a second. So automatically they're breaking the law. They're scanning your plates for trouble. And they'll scan it, then they'll see that you have a record, and just because you're clean now, that record is with you for a long time and doesn't get cleared, but they'll still pull you over and do a random check just to see who you are and if the actual person is driving that vehicle, to find out more issues because you've had a bad record. So they'll stop you regardless, just to give you more of a headache. Now, personally, I don't want a headache. And to top it off, Queensland Police Service, Victoria Police Service, the Federal Police Service, all of the states, the policing, all corporations, they don't work for you, they work for themselves and for their own best interest is to make money. So therefore, just don't pull over. Or if you want, pull over, do whatever you want, get a fine, because that's what most people do, and that's it. I'm saying don't break the law, but at the same time, you don't have to stop for it either. So you choose. You break the law, well, obviously you got consequences if you do break the law, but you're not breaking the law by not stopping for it because you're driving normally. It's not like you're doing 200 k's down the highway. Well, that's a different story. You might kill someone. People like that do 200 k's down the highway, it's reckless driving. So, be reasonable, be considerate, be humble, and just open your mind up to possibilities out there where, guess what? Well, the government doesn't really have our best interest these days. Especially when they're charging us interest for everything. Rates are going higher. Mortgages might go even higher. Registration might go higher. License, you pay so much for that. All these things you got to take into consideration. Well, everything's just going higher. And they don't care. When you call up an ambulance, an ambulance can take like half an hour to 2 hours. They might be dead by then. Same goes for police. You call police, and if it's not a death-threatening situation, well, they don't give a fuck. Excuse my language. But they don't. So think to yourself. It's you that takes action in every single day. It's you that takes responsibility every single day. You take action, they don't. They take action to your wallet. They'll take money out of your wallet. They know exactly how to do that. They've been taught really well. So open your eyes and have a good one.